Washington, D.C. is the richest metropolitan area in America, even richer than New York. Surprise you? But indeed it is true. Again, it isn't clear that the metropolitan area, Washington, D.C. is much less affluent than the suburban counties of McLean, Virginia, and, Charles County and all this other stuff. But it highlights a fundamental problem in the American economy. The region with the strongest economies, where workers can benefit from, the most can benefit most by moving there, are generally the most expensive places to live with housing cost, basically pricing out members of the middle class. And that's exactly what's happening in the District of Columbia, right? So this is the place to come for work because there's so many jobs, and this is a booming economy here in Washington. Yet, the housing market is so out of whack and so expensive that you can't afford to live in the district where you work. I mean, I'm telling you, I live it, I'm here. I mean, luckily for me, I don't pay, my rent's pretty decent. But I'm just putting it out there. I'm putting it out there that, we got to do a better job. We've got to sort of fix this housing. We've got to really have this fight about housing to make sure that if people want to come to the United States to live, if they want to come to Washington to live and work, that they can afford to do it, right? When you price at the middle class, all you have is millionaires and billionaires who are, basically living high off the hog while the rest of the American people suffer. And let's be real, that's what we see happening. And as I think if you look at, the impacts of gentrification, while there are people will argue me with all day about, there's some good impacts or bad impacts or whatever. But what it's doing is it's raising the property value. And raising property value, you're raising the rent cost. And when you raise the rent cost, right, or you raise you're pricing people out the market. And that's the problem. That's what the problem is. That is the rub. Anyway, I'm getting ready to go to break. Before I go to break, here's what I need you to do. Hit that subscribe button below and join this movement. It's easy to do. Hit subscribe. And then also, you can do more than that. You can follow us on Twitter at Fowler Show. Or you can go to donateyouraccount.com/Fowler Show and help us inform, help us empower, and help us get people's voices back. Let's do it together, y'all. And also, we have patreon.com/Fowler Show, where you can give up a latte to help support independent media and shows like ours. One latte can save the day for us here at the Fowler Show.